Utilitarianism is an ethical philosophy in which the happiness of the greatest number of people in the society is considered the greatest good. According to this philosophy, an action is morally right if its consequences lead to happiness, and wrong if it ends in unhappiness. Proposed by the English philosopher-reformer Jeremy Bentham in his 1789 book Principles of Morals and Legislation, it was developed by the English philosopher-economist John Stuart Mill in his 1863 book Utilitarianism. Now we're gonna take a look at some political leaders who follow this ethical philosophy. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president in the United States who promoted the no-slave ideology. Even though he respected slave owners, he wanted to eliminate slavery for economic balance.
We are here with Abraham Lincoln, former president of the United States, and he is going to share with us some things about his life. So Lincoln, we are aware you seek to abolish slavery. Can you tell us why specifically?
Slavery was breaking apart the economy. Having slaves didn't help the economy, as slaves work with no salary. And with no salary, there is no money they can spend. The only earnings made are by the slave owners, who spend a minimal amount of money to maintain their slaves. I respect slave owners. I don't care about slaves. I don't care about their feelings or their abuses. I only care about improving the United States economy for the benefit of all.
And why did the South refuse to become a free state?
It's pretty simple. Most of the important and powerful people of the South were slave owners. Slave owners are greatly benefited by slaves, so it's not convenient to let them go. Slaves are like their factories of money. The problem relies on the fact that these factories don't cost anything. No electricity bill, no gas bill, no water bill are some examples. For the slave owners, it's just earn until they become filthy rich. What I seek is an economic balance where people can have the same opportunities.
And what are the Homestead Acts? Why were they important?
The Homestead Acts were those which offered up to 160 acres of land for the public so they could build or cultivate. It was passed in the year 1862 by me being the first one to sign, and it gave ownership of land from little to no cost. Of course, you must not have taken arms against the US government. The Homestead Acts did not discriminate races. It wanted to open new opportunities to the overall population. The Homestead Acts were for the greater good of the country. People who requested land only had 5 years to improve, and the government made sure improvements were made.
And what pressures did you encounter when you led the Union to victory?
It was necessary to make sacrifices for the better good of the country. Casualties in the battlefield, honorable soldiers dying on battle, generals not ready to fight, and assassination threats were only a few of the consequences that improving the country brought. Despite all this, I decided to keep fighting for the Union, and successfully, Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered on April 9, 1865. Unfortunately, 6 days later, I was assassinated. Otto von Bismarck adopted a posture that favored industrial growth. Prussian politic and first Chancellor of the Second German Empire, he was named First Minister and Secretary of State.
Hello, I am here with Otto von Bismarck, former Chancellor. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Yes, but make it quick.
I am aware that you were no humanitarian. How did you gain the people's favor?
Even though Germany at the time was under Marxist and socialist moment, workers' protection was at the top of my agenda.
It has been said several times that the modern workers' compensation law was highly improbable under your rule. Why is that?
Well, I was very strict counselor, and as you said earlier, no humanitarian. But since it was high on my agenda, I resorted to a straightforward political oppression.
What was your first foray into the field of social protection for workers?
That will be the Employee Liability Law of 1871. It provides limited social protection to workers in certain factories, quarries, and railroads and mines.
You just told me about a law from 1871. I have note that you have a greater and more important achievement from 1884. Which one is this, and why is it more important?
In 1884, I pushed through a worker accident insurance, creating the first modern system of worker compensation.
Thank you very much for your time.